What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing you this week's patch notes recap. And before we jump into the patch notes specifically, just wanted to point out this promo that's going on. If you have a friend or somebody that's been thinking about playing, or maybe you're trying to figure out what Black Desert Online is all about and you accidentally stumbled upon this video, then anyhow, take advantage of this promotion that's going on. You get a free Explorers package essentially when you buy the new Archer Ascension bundle that came out. So yeah, there's that. If you're looking to play the game, or somebody new looking to play the game, or maybe you just wanted to upgrade, whatever your setup is, you can get this bundle here, and you get the other thing for free, the Explorers pack, whatever it is. So you get a whole bunch of extra stuff along with it. Just wanted to throw that out there before we take a look at the patch notes. Obviously, it's going to mention that in there, but yeah, anyways, I didn't see it at first when I read it, and then this little pop-up thing I saw later in the day when I looked at it again. So anyways, patch notes. Obviously, Archer Ascension, Awakening, same thing, is actually out now, so you can get all of their Awakening quests and done, and then unlock the actual Awakening skills that we didn't have access to, despite the Archer actually having Awakening unlocked from the get-go. So yeah, go do that, level up. The 56, 57, and 58 rewards are now also available. I don't know whether some people were like trolling the comments from last week, but there were more than one person was saying that they actually got some of the 56 and 57 rewards last week. I got my Archer 56. I did not get any extra rewards because they weren't supposed to be out till today, and to my knowledge they actually didn't. I don't know if you did, whatever, maybe you got them twice and you're lucky, but I doubt it. Anyways, so those are out. Go do that. New events, we've got Winterfest going on. Good old Grandpa Kron. This one's pretty simple. I'll have a video out for this tomorrow, like what you actually do. It's literally just press R, talking to some bros for a little bit. But he's going to give you a Grandpa's Kron gift thing here, which is, you know, this is the stuff that was listed in it, and out of the little jar thing that you get, and that's actually, I actually didn't get any of those. Now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't think about that first. Anyways, you talk to this dude that's chilling in each of the towns, the same guy that was, or near the same guy that was there for the tree event, or the Okron tree or whatever event from last time. Talk to him, and then he says talk to this chick next to him. You talk to this chick next to him, you talk to him, then you talk to the chick next to him, then you talk to a pile of snow, then you talk to the chick, and then you get free stuff, and then that's it. That's this guy here. And then you'll get a Grandpa Kron's gift box, Sharp, and 2 hearts also with it. This can have Zarka, Dandy, and all the normal stuff from most of the other loot boxes that we get. So you know, as usual, enjoy your Black Armor Stone, and have a great day and enjoy the event. Other than that, we have the Loyal Attendance was refreshed. It was kind of buggy after last week's. That was supposed to come out, and now it is actually working as intended, allegedly. New events that are starting. There's not going to be any maintenance next week, as it's the day after Christmas, so I imagine some of the fine people that work on the maintenance stuff would like a day off or two. So they're not going to be one, so they have events are supposed to be set up to launch automatically, I guess, then, and there won't be any downtime in between. It says just to make sure that you restart your client so that the events will actually go live on your end for it. The Let It Snow event, which is starting on the 27th, which is going to be Thursday. It's buried under a mountain of snowflakes, and every 10 minutes of playtime you receive snowflakes to exchange for various rewards up to 10 times per day. We've seen events like that in the past, leaves and all kinds of stuff that they hand out, so something along those lines. Special holiday edition Patrago will open up this winter for a limited time. Apparently this has existed before. I was not playing this game during last Christmas, so I am unfamiliar with this event myself. From what I can read, essentially, when he's not Night Vendor Patrago, he will have some other items during the event that are for sale. You can get a rare Kron box, which costs 30 million silver, a Kron box, which is 1 million silver, which it doesn't specify what the rare Kron box has, but I assume some of this stuff, but better amounts and maybe better stuff on top of that as well. It does list what the Kron box has that's worth 1 million silver, so you can see those there. Some Jin crystals, along with Blessing of Kamasilv, not bad. Book of Combat, meh. Dim Tree Scroll, meh. A lot of meh. Some sharps, whatever. Memory fragments at 500,000 silver, that's a steal, so always buy those. And then Archer main weapon, sub weapon, or awakening weapons also, and please check each item for exact prices. I imagine they'll probably be varying prices like Boss Gear is on the Night Vendor Patrico. Anyhow, he'll open his black market as usual before and after the special limited times listed above. So outside of these times here, he's still going to do the Night Vendor stuff as well, so don't worry. If you're trying to pick up your Ergons or something off the Night Vendor, you'll still be able to try and do that. Special holiday shop will open up in the same locations as before: Velia, Hideout, Calphion, Altano, Valencia, Comsilvia, and Duvenkroon. In-game blue-themed holiday decoration and background. I noticed it was snowing in Velia today. That was interesting. Winter-themed background music will be playing in the large cities of Black Desert Online. Events starting on January 1st, just for one day on the first day of New Year's. New Year's special quests will be available. It's that day only. Event quests have been added only for New Year's Day, which are Wish Lantern, Make a New Year's Wish for a better tomorrow. And these quests can be obtained through the Black Spirit after completing the Boss of the Witch of Horrors quest or Looking for Adventurers Renewed quest. We don't have specifics on them or anything like that just yet. I imagine they'll put something out at some point specifying a little bit more. We've prepared a special gift to wish you a happy 2019 with Black Desert Online. That'd be pretty cool if it was one of those boss boxes, maybe. We get one of those. Those existed before where you got basically some set of boss gear. Anyways, so that's going to be login for 6 days in a row, January 1st through the 6th. We'll have to see what's coming out for that. I don't know if they'll actually tell us ahead of time or it'll just like pop up. We'll see in the next coming weeks if that changes. Ongoing events, like we said, the Archer event for the 56, 57, 58 rewards are now up. So those are available. The first ones are still available till after New Year's as well, until the 2nd. So make sure you get at least up to 56 before then, and then you have until the 16th to get to 58 to get all of the rewards. They are probably worth it, to be honest with you. It's not bad amounts of gold and some other stuff you'll end up using for enhancements as well. Archer Seals is going on until the 9th. The Dual XP event also goes until the 9th. You know, it's funny though, here between like last week's patch notes and then like talking about it, they then now specified you can exceed level 50 even when you have not completed the to level 50 giant catfish quest. And when it specifically said in last week's patch notes that you did have to complete that, we already knew that it didn't because we tried it in game and then talked about it in the video. But it was just kind of interesting. They didn't even bother addressing that until like next week's like, oh yeah, you can totally go up past level 50. That's what we said all along. EXP boost event also going until the 9th, and the gifting option, this was new news, will be available until the 9th as well. They brought it back before, and as we mentioned in last week's patch notes video, it has to be someone on your friends list for 5 days in order to be able to gift them pearls, and they're going to be taking that away again later on. I don't exactly understand why. I'm sure there's some kind of reason for it, but I can't see why you wouldn't want people to buy pearls to gift their friends. I don't know, whatever. Ended events, cron tree, customized win, yada yada, reward distribution, no one cares, content, added Archer Ascension quests, awakening quests, whatever you want to call them. We already got that, we already know about that, so you're gonna have your quest change just like you would on any other character. It is a new set of quests compared to other ones for awakening that you've done before, and it will allow you to unlock, it's like Sentinel and Watchtower, or whatever else the awakening ones were, to allow you to have access to all of your awakening skills under the Archer tree as well. Added the new tile, Darkness Shatterer. Absolute skills have been added to the Archer class as well. Renown score was removed. We knew this was coming, the AP plus 20 and the damage reduction effects. We talked about it last week's patch notes. We talked about it in a video from last Friday. We talked about it yesterday's video, so this is not news. They did also have the AP for summoned objects adjusted the DP to account for the removal of the Renown score bonus. Monster balance readjustment at several monster zones has been made due to DP changes made in classes as well. Function to extract Kaffir stones has been added for Tri-Tat Pen level equipment. You didn't really have to specify Tri-Tat Pen because only Tri-Tat Pen can have Kaffir stones, but whatever. Can be performed from blacksmiths of each town. You get at max 85% of the Kaffir stones that was used to enhance equipment can be returned. Enhancement level of the equipment will remain the same even if you extract the Kaffirs from it, and 1,000 silver is consumed per Kaffirs extraction. I haven't tried it and I don't plan to, but I'm just curious, why do they say at max 85%? Is it a higher cost or is it actual RNG? Like, you could try, why are you extracting the Kaffirs anyhow? But like, if you try it, like maybe you're changing a piece of armor or something that you didn't like anymore and you wanted the Kaffirs back from it. I'm just curious, is it an RNG function or not? Or I don't know, we'll find out. Anyways, remove the mentioning of node wars in the text, blah, blah, blah. After making an alliance members should be able to declare a war properly when occupying node or territory. Something summoned attacks at a target, the target's HP will be synchronized. No longer be a summoning motion when summon scroll is used, when it's expired, blah, blah, blah. Fix an issue with characters. Guild missions have been renewed. This is actually kind of relevant. You can receive individual rewards proportional to the contribution earned through guild missions. For individual rewards, you can obtain up to half of the silver of the guild fund set for the guild mission rewards, and the silver will be divided up to all guild members if there are multiple guild members involved in the guild missions. Amount of silver calculated and the actual amount of silver received may not match since decimal points are not counted. Individual rewards are deducted from the guild funds. You can receive the individual rewards through the guild's UI collect wage button. You can now receive guild missions without making any deposits. You can now complete up to 10 guild missions per day. Occupancy missions have all been removed. They will all be general missions, and multiple guilds can accept the same guild missions as long as they are logged into the same server. Since occupancy missions have been replaced by the general missions, the guild mission UI is now categorized combat, life, and trade. Guild missions are refreshed at the same rate as before, but now there will be 16 missions displayed regardless of the type of mission, and the number of missions per category may vary. Guild missions can be progressed simultaneously across different servers. This, I will tell you 100%, was not working correctly. I myself accepted a Kadri mission because I happened to be grinding Kadri today. Surprise! Accepted the mission while I was in it, and then tried it after killing a few hundred. I was like, let me test this out, swapped servers, and it did not update the cadre. I had to wait 15 minutes and swap back. So either I'm not understanding this correctly, although I don't know how else you understand guild missions can be progressed simultaneously across different servers. Not really sure how that works, but it was not working, 110% not working when I tried it earlier today. It could be an instance where if I accept the quest, I think I was on comma 3 or something. If I accept it on comma 3, maybe whatever server other people are on. I did the quest myself, so I don't know. Anyways, this wasn't working, at least the way that I'm understanding it here. We'll see if that changes coming up. System: characters who began the main quest before the main quest renewals will no longer be able to progress through the new main quests. Fix an issue, notification issue. Basic main weapons will now be shown in character selection. Different music's playing at different times of the day. AP for all summoned beings has been adjusted. Game world characters getting stuck in winter themed stuff. Fix an issue, fix issue. Different music will play depending on time of day. It literally listed that just above. Thank you very much for clarifying once again. Fixed a graphical issue. HP of ships such as Guild Galley, Etheria Sailboat, Etheria Frigate, etc. will now refresh properly whenever it takes a hit while you're on board. Class changes. I'm going to scroll through and let you know that it is graphics fixes. So there you go. EXP will no longer increase when the character is dead. Blah, 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 blah. We added some Archer stuff. Actual changes to Archer. The lower level of some of the skills, they increased the damage, not a crazy amount, but I guess they just decided to scale it up on some of them. These all look like pre-awakening at first glance to me. So there's that. Added Archer to the attack speed class in the My Information window. Fixed a bunch of issues, blah, blah, blah. Graphic issue here. Some description adjustments, yada, yada, yada. Fixed a typo. Yeah, you get the idea. Item changes. Improved the Combat Trina Matchlock and Savage Matchlock. When equipped with the Combat Trina Matchlock or Savage Matchlock, you can now shoot even when you do not have the lead bullet or ammo equipped as a sub-weapon. When equipped with either of those two things, ammo will no longer be equipped as a sub-weapon. Is it going to tell us that a third time or no? The bleeding effect of the Combat Trina lead bullet has been changed to be in effect when using the Trina Matchlock. They removed bullets. The end. When gathering oyster, the quantity has been changed from 1 to getting 2, from 1 or 2 to get 2 or 3. Gathering coral, instead of getting 1, you can now get 1 or 2. Crossbow, great bow, and ray gon that can be registered in Marketplace can now be used as growth items for fairy. Item obtained from Premium Outfits box can now be registered at the Marketplace. Clear memory piece item can be used regardless of the level limitations. Improved Black Spirit message. Recently successful cooking window and alchemy window now center when they open up. Add a description, fix a typo, fix a issue, fix a typo. You get the idea. Pearl Shop we will check out in just a moment. AP has been increased by about 25% and DP decreased by 20% for the following monsters at Kron Castle. Those guys there. Some of the monsters at Kron Castle have been relocated. Great. White Wolf, Boss, and King Brown Bear will now teleport near adventurers when they get stuck in certain areas while fighting. Fix the issue where the monsters up below had abnormal HP. Gyphon Rossio, Statue of Earth, Keihaku, Sonal Siege Captain, and Magram, the summoned dude from Pila Face Scroll. Interesting. Change some geographical features of the Crescent Shrine. You can now move along the path on the right side after entering through the north entrance of the Crescent Shrine. Some of the attacks by Shadow of Gauze will no longer cause debuff effects, and change the placement for the Shadow of Gauze, Desert Naga Chief, and Desert Fogan Chief so that they do not distract while defeating other monsters. Quest and knowledge, you can view some main quest cutscenes from certain NPCs. Inventory expansion items were obtained through main quests can now be obtained by completing Black Spirit's gift quest. Even if you previously acquired knowledge, all the steps of the current quest will have to be completed. Inventory expansion item, yada yada. Value pack day 1, which was the completion reward of the quest, will now be allowed for use after the following quest. Traveling Light 2 is already accepted. The value pack 7 day has been sent out to the mailbox of relevant players who used the value pack 1 and could not complete the Traveling Light 2. Value pack day 1 needs to be used to complete. The Traveling Light 2 will now have a twinkling effect. Got it. Upon completion, new main quest, Seasoned Veteran, the quest inventory expansion will now be available through the Black Spirit. Calpheum main quest, the right way, can now be accepted after having yada yada yada. The Gearing Defense Gear has been added as an optional reward for some quests. Footprint of the Wind effect with a duration of 3 minutes has been added as a quest completion bonus for the following quest listed there. 2 new events that require ham sandwich to complete have been added to Calpheum main quest. Fix some stuff, fix some stuff, fix some stuff. Description, text, issue, conversation button, add-ons, removed crafting directions for some stuff there. And description, inventory expansion item was attainable as a main quest reward. It can now be obtained by completing the Black Spirits quest. Yada yada yada. Some knowledge updates. Removed around score, which we already talked about. Fixed issue with Archer class icon will not be displayed in the clan list. EXP button will now be displayed for the character tag to probably try and help out the confusion for a bit on that. Some issue fix, yada yada yada. Graphical interface. Fix issue use Cronstone button text would bleed out of the enhancement window. title changes and challenges, red indicator. Wow, a lot of UI fixes, huh? Roseau crossbow no longer appear in the list, blah, 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 blah. Whoop, what was that one? All classes will now be able to complete the tutorial's basic combat training by either pressing the tab key. Okay. Deposit guild funds window will now close in the guild. This is a lot, a big old thing for adding the archer in the same week that they made a whole bunch of little like adjusted fixes. The XP for the applied skills list for pets taken out have been changed like the following. I think they said that they were doing that already, and it was still showing 3% all last week, and now it actually like is taking effect. I didn't actually check it myself. Fix the issue where the UI for the level 56 awakening quests would cause you to forfeit something, blah, blah, blah. Resolved issues fixed where multiple loyal attendance tabs appeared on attendance reward windows. It stayed all week despite them telling us they were working on it, but whatever, can't expect perfection. Fix the issue with the camera effect, blah, blah, blah. And we're aware of the issue which Cliff's skill add-on guide, 30-day in the Armstrong skill guide showing the wrong scale percentage. Check out the Pearl shop and what's popping off over here. We talked about the Archer Ascension bundle, and keep in mind, if you want to pick up that free Explorers pack, you can get that alongside it. It said something like up to 2 days delivery on the Explorers pack if you get that. The weapon exchange coupons are here, and I want to clarify something because this was coming up in some chats in streams that I was looking at earlier today, and then eventually on Reddit somebody had a GM response that clarified this. So the thing was, the new main weapon, sub-weapon, awakening weapon exchange coupons will now be sold regularly in the Pearl shop. So they're saying that, at least by that statement, they're saying that it's going to be available from now on in the shop at all times. And then when you looked at the shop in-game, it was actually saying it was an event item, so that didn't mean it was necessarily always going to be available. Someone sent, there was a little bit of discrepancy there, so we weren't sure, like one of those two things could be wrong, the event item listing or this thing saying regularly could be wrong. Someone emailed a GM and got a response, and they're going to be available regularly, so these are not leaving the shop at all. So if you want to reroll classes, you will now be able to swap your weapons over if you're ready to commit for the small price of $30 per weapon. So enjoy paying $90 to switch all of your weapons over if you have Tet or Pen and plan on doing that. You can get just the Luan Wolf Premium set separate of the Ascension pack or whatever they called it. They added a plus 300 weight limit. If you don't already have the previous weight limit increases, it's actually cheaper to get, the 250, and then you could get a 50 for less than 2,800 pearls. It's like 100 pearls less, but obviously this is so that you can have both and have a total weight limit that's much larger. Some combat, skill, life, and mount XP scrolls are added in, and they range from 40 to 500 pearls, 1 hour scrolls. Okay, it's whatever. They put max HP scrolls in. I still have a ton of those they gave out for a while. Energy tonics going in. I'm not sure if this is just for now. It doesn't actually say, but I'm going to come back to what I want to make a small comment on that. It was just a personal thought when I started seeing all of those. Some housing stuff there, and the Armstrong and Cliff skill guide things there, rookie and premium event pack are on sale, so those are always around quite often. So if you need those or you're just starting out, it's not a terrible package to get. When I look at things like this, though, I literally, when I first read these notes, looking at this, I mean, the weight thing's kind of whatever to me, but then, okay, the scrolls, I was like, all right, and then HP scroll, I'm like, yeah, okay. Then when I see the energy tonics being available, like, at all times for pearls, this kind of makes me think back to when I used to play Ion, and like when they were like strictly not free to play, and then it slowly got like free to convenience, and then it got like, okay, kind of, I mean, I kept saying free to play, sorry, I mean pay to win. And then it got like kind of pay to win, pay to convenience, then kind of pay to win, then a little more pay to win. When I see things like this where you can like literally just spend money and have unlimited energy, it kind of makes me scratch my head a little bit. And then we're having the weapon exchange coupons now available like all the time. So I don't know. The wheels are turning, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is really starting to gauge into like, with obviously with the costume melting thing that caused a large uproar for a lot of players. But this kind of stuff, I don't know, it makes me start thinking like, what are we doing here? What's the end goal here? You know, we trying to cash out, or what, you know, what's up? Because we're just kind of like throwing everything you've ever wanted at the cash shop right now. Not saying it's necessarily a bad thing. It's just, it's starting to make me think about it. I don't want this video to go too long. I know it was a lot of patch notes, and I tried to skim through a lot of the less important stuff as much as I could. So we're just going to cut it there. Don't forget, follow the Twitch page. The link is in the description below us. We're doing a 24-hour Christmas live stream Sunday around 12 p.m. Eastern. You know, give me sometime between 12 and 1 p.m. It's hard to predict that exactly because I usually have to get stuff done in the morning before I start, and it's gonna be 24 hours. So once I start, obviously I can't go do things after that. So we'll be running that from 2 days before Christmas, and it'll run into around noon or so. Christmas Eve. It's my first 24-hour live stream, so we'll see how that goes, but it should be fun. Got a lot of events planned. We're doing some Pearl giveaways and stuff like that, so you'll definitely want to check it out. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like this video. Even if you're not new, make sure you like this video anyhow. If you are new and you want to, click subscribe and you can hit the bell so you get notifications for when we put new videos out. We've been pretty consistent with 5 to 6 every week the last few weeks after the holidays, so I will try and keep that going and get ahead on some videos before the holidays come up here so we don't miss anything. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.